So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. Third and 4 coming up now. Baker now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. Mike Evans with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Deontay Hardy to return. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, here's Lamar. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Lamar off the play fake. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return. The 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Irving. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have it 2nd and 8.
Regular. Real. Stop.
Throwing, Baker. Completes this one to Otten. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Here's the give to Irving. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Mayfield to throw for it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stands.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
He'll get this to Henry. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens are on the move here. 1st and 10 from the 41. A draw now. This is Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
From the gun, Jackson. Aguilar with the grab. This is ahead for about 5. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
That's caught for the 1st. And they make the tackle at the 38. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him at the 38. Mayfield to throw again. Irving hauls it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker throwing again. Firing one deep for the end. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball.
They connect on the deep shot. Into the red zone. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. Baker Mayfield the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak, but that time the timing of the call, I think, was most important.
Get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Running once more with Henry.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Jackson now on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's 4th down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's the scoreboard's not been lit up.
The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Now Jackson off the play action. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Henry running left. And he's going to go down, but a solid run there that pushes them to the 14. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Another run for Henry. And he's brought down after getting this up across the 15. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens don't want to see this one go to overtime. 3rd and just 2 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside, well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from a corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
He'll look to throw it. Put the body on the line for his team. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way into the 32. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, their 1st. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Try and push it deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
The ability to track the ball. But ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.